Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Listen, man. Listen. This is a One Piece chapter review, but listen. I don't think there's ever been a manga that I was so, into that it has me... And obviously it's not reading, it's looking, watching, looking at it. That has me looking at the Raws like Kingdom. I'm now up to chapter 351, 52 of the Raws. It gets pretty crazy. It gets pretty freaking crazy. That is an understatement. So, just figured I'd mention that. But yeah, a couple more chapters of Kingdom got translated. You guys go check that out. One Piece review. Chapter 741. Now, okay. You saw last week what I was doing with that. My feelings about this chapter, towards the end, was interesting. We actually get to see Soldier-san. Yeah. Get to see him as a human, which was kind of interesting. And we get to see... we get to see him as a human. He's, as a young human, he's like 15, and he ends up going into... We see his relationship with King Riku earlier on in the past. And he end up fighting all these people in the tournament and stuff in the Coliseum. And how great he was. And we see him at this gravesite, which was kind of interesting as well. But obviously the main thing about this chapter was Usopp. Now, here's what I have to say about Usopp. Said some hurtful things last week. I'm just going to call him Bolt Sniper. Him. I believe SMX Wing. They were like, ease up on the Usopp hate. This chapter, I'm going to agree on this fact. Usopp, basically, in this chapter, looked at... It's not just himself, but everyone. Everyone in the world, of the One Piece world. And said, listen, I am not a hero. I am not a hero. I am not usoland. I am Usopp, the Straw Hat Sniper. I'm a pirate, and I am the Straw Hat's sniper. That's basically what he said in this chapter. Now, the only problem I have is this. It took, mind you, and hey, you can look at this any way you want, but if the dwarfs, Tantanus, especially Leo, didn't say anything, didn't call for him, he probably would have run away. At least that's from my observation. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he didn't. At the end of the day, the ends justify the means, and he went back, and he took it to Treble. Now, let's get into the summary before we get too crazy in this. He's basically in the beginning, he's running away from his life from Treble. He's basically saying, and the title was Usoland the Liar, which kind of fits the bill. I mean, hey, you go back to the beginning of One Piece. Yeah, the beginning, he was like that. That was Usopp's that was his MO. That makes more sense. That was Usopp's MO from, I don't want to say the get-go, but kind of was. I mean, you saw the beginning of One Piece, he would say, I have, when Luffy first met him, he says, I have this many followers, and That's what his bag. That's what his bag was. So, he's running away. He's basically saying to leave the stuff to Frankie. We see, Trouble ordering his troops to, his soldiers to, not soldiers, I mean workers to, to get back to work. And one of the toys is saying that this is the first time in 8 years that he's seen someone go against, the Doflamingo. And then the dwarfs are saying usoland, usoland. They're basically calling him out. And Sugar's like, that's the name they were muttering before. Usoland. And, we got Treble asking who's that, and so on and so forth, saying he's our hero, and so on and so forth. And Treble's like, oh, yeah, he's going to swoop in to save the day. And basically they're saying they gave his word. And he brings up the point that, I think that this part of it is like, the dwarfs are saying this, that Nakama have been enslaved in the factory and so on and so forth, crying of their hearts. Usoland will save everyone. He's the legendary hero. And then we got this moment when Usopp's running away, and you see Sugar, and she's looking at them. That's like silent. I don't know what that meant. Some people said that maybe, Sugar's gonna betray, like she's gonna turn Treble into a toy. I personally, I don't see that. So what ends on happening is, he's saying you've been deceived. He's not coming to save you. Where's your proof? Where is he? You're laughing at dumbasses, and stuff. Basically saying that Usoland exists, but and then when he's basically saying this to Treble, saying this to everyone, and they're like, no way. And Leo gets up. Leo, this is the way I look at it. Really think about this. Not a lot of people, I don't know if anyone mentioned this, but in a way, you could say Leo, I know this is a lot. There's a lot to say. Leo is Usopp's Usopp. You're probably wondering, what the fuck does that mean? Okay. Go back to Enies Lobby. Remember that arc? When Luffy was fighting Lucci? And Usopp was, telling, Luffy, giving that whole speech he made? I'm not saying it's exact, but it's the kind of thing that happened in this chapter with Usopp. This Leo of the Tantanas, basically giving Usopp this pep talk here, basically praising him and saying, screw you, Usoland would never tell lies, and so on and so forth. He made a promise. There's no way a hero of his caliber would trick us, and so on and so forth. And just to show you how diabolical Treble is, when he says, and basically saying, men, prepare yourself when Usoland arrives, and he stepping on this one guy. I'm like, Tantana, I'm like, goddamn. And it was pretty painful to watch this, because he's stepping on them, and he's like, Usoland will arrive. He'll save us. He's fruition. Call him out. And then we see Usopp, and he's like, stop it. Give it a fucking rest already, you idiots. And he's standing there, and he's like, Usoland. And then we see Robin, and he's like, Usopp, thank heavens. It's like, Robin. And that's when Usopp says, damn dwarfs, everything they said is true. I ain't no damn hero. My name isn't Usoland. I'm the sniper of the Straw Hat crew. Hearing my name is enough to make a weeping child go sound. The name's Usopp. I'm a pirate. That line alone just gave Usopp another wretch in my meter. Just gave me a little more to say, okay, Usopp. Okay. You redeemed yourself. I say he redeems himself. Now, we gotta wait and see. obviously he's going up against Treble. But in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, I thought this was Usopp's chapter. I really did. I really did. Unless what goes wrong. I was being upset over the fact he was running away. But give him credit's due. Usopp came out on his own in this chapter and basically came out and said, I'm the sniper of the Straw Hats and I'm a pirate. I rarely, from watching One Piece, or reading it, hear Usopp come out with that. Rarely. I mean, when is the last time you said on that? And then we got the other toys say basically after he says that, Straw Hat Pirates, why are they here? No, and everyone was like, it can't be true, you're a hero. He's like, no, we're nothing but pirates. We're nothing more than pirates. Don't make me repeat myself, I was simply fooling you. And then Treble's like, oh, you're basically came over to be relying. Yep, I mean, dying breath. And basically, and he says, after all, it's cooler to put your life on the line and die a noble death. My name is Usopp. Remember it well, Tantana. If I die here, you will build a monument right next to New Orleans. From here on out, I'm going to be your legendary hero. And then he shoots this towards basically saying, Usopp of the Straw Hats could be our savior. And he throws this shuriken, Plantanas, at Treble and cuts him in half. And that's the end of that part about Usopp. So, essentially, that part of the chapter, and along with the ending, 4 out of 5. Now, it redeems his character. He says, they're going to build a monument of me now. Hero, I'm your hero. The pirate who's a hero. Even though he came out and said it was a lie. I'm not a hero. I'm a pirate. I'm the sniper of the Straw Hats. That was Usopp's moment. Like I said, the rest of the chapter, really, we just have, Soldier-san, he's got this sword. When he returns to his form, this will suffice. And he's thinking back to when he was 15 years old as Kyros. And I like this flashback. This flashback was pretty awesome. And basically, Kyros, he fought the king, and what ended up happening is, King Riku's there, and he's basically saying to him, come with me, and he ends up fighting in the tournament in the Colosseum. And basically find out that Kyros in past, they killed his friend. Supposedly a bunch of people ganged up on him and killed his friend. And that's why I killed him. And, it's a short little thing going on here. And King was like, oh, are you an animal? I thought to all people you would understand. Bring some food. Looks like he wants to live after all. So what ends up basically happening is he ends up killing and defeating all these people in the Colosseum. 200 victories, 300 victories. He has 1,000 victories. And like 4 years later, he says, no matter how far I go for the rest of my life, I'll simply be known as a murderer at Wild Beast. Damn it, that's how they will always remember me, won't they? And obviously, yeah, next week One Piece is going to be on a break. So there is going to be no One Piece next week. And it says, on long last, the woe of the forgotten man comes forth. And that's the end of the chapter. Now, like I said, Usopp, good shit. Good shit for Usopp. I knew I was upset because he was running away, but I knew that somebody was going to tell him, hey, listen, you have to come back. You need to be the real Usopp right now. Okay, not enough. No sogeking, no usoland, none of those. You have to be Usopp, Straw Hat, Sniper, a pirate. And that's basically what he did. Now, as far as Sugar's concerned, I don't know if she's gonna turn like help Usopp. I just don't see that happening. But who knows? We got 2 weeks, unfortunately. Won't be coming back until the last week in March with One Piece. So, kind of a downer, but hey, I can wait a little while. And like I said, I obviously was wrong about Usopp. I thought, I would have been, I would have reviewed this chapter right away, I tell you. But good stuff, because I liked how it was done. I just felt like they basically, what Oda did was, he basically forced Usopp to reveal who he truly was in this chapter. He's not Sogeking. He's not usoland. He's Usopp, the sniper pirate of the Straw Hats. That's good stuff. And he even proclaimed that, oh, you're now going to make a monument of me. Of me. Usopp, the pirate. Usopp, the sniper pirate. That's what I liked about this chapter. So yeah, that's why it gets a 4 out of 5. Now, like I said, 2 weeks, so God knows what's going to go down. But I'm guessing. Now, a lot of people are speculating also about Treble. As the last thing I want to mention, I think Treble. I don't think he's a Logia. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. Because if he was a Logia, it would be something else. His fruit is a sticky fruit. He might be a part of Paramecium rather than a Logia. Because you notice most Logias, when they touch something, they, like for example, Crocodile, Akioji, Ace, they just they contact with it, and you can't touch them. That's another thing, you can't touch them when that happens. But at least that's my 2 cents on it. I suppose Usopp might win this fight, but we gotta wait and see if he can take out or stall Treble. Then he could probably take out Sugar. Enough time to take out Sugar. So yeah, that's pretty much the story, people. Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. Usopp, man, he's the sniper, man. He's gun for you. He's gunning for you. So yeah, watch out. I'll see you guys later. Peace.